Here's how to handle when another guy is hitting on your girl. So our very first inclination as men is to take some other guy hitting on our girl as a sign of disrespect, and that we need to solve it with violence. But the situation isn't that grave. Number one, because the guy might not know the girl's taken, so he's not purposefully trying to disrespect you. He's just trying to shoot his shot with the girl that he thinks is hot. But even if he does know she's taken, it's a lot more easily handled if she just simply rejects him than it is for you to potentially set yourself up to go to jail. And so jumping from having the situation handled simply by the girl to the extreme of threats or violence or just losing your shit, that jump signals insecurity. For example, if a little kid calls you a doo-doo head, do you immediately cock your fist back and get ready to fight? We don't do it because we're not threatened. So anytime you're tempted to take extreme action, you're signaling that you feel threatened because either you don't feel like you're enough for your girl or that some other guy is better than you. Doesn't mean you're weak just because you don't jump to arms when some other guy's hollering at your girl. Now, believe me, if your girl's hot enough, you're gonna have to deal with this problem more often than what you'd like. So if you trust your girl, she has integrity, she can handle all these things on her own. And the funny thing is, if you're prone to violence or just, losing your shit, your girl isn't going to tell you about all the times this happens. She's going to sweep it under the rug. She's going to be deleting messages. She's going to never tell you about the guy that, actually said something. And you might actually not find out about the one time where you actually did need to step in and protect her. Because if it's more of a hassle for her to tell you just about something that is harmlessly, shooed away by her just dismissing the guy, then she's not going to have to deal with the bullshit just because, some other guy chose to do this. It's not even her fault. So let your girl handle problems about the other guys. Now, if some guy won't leave her alone or is making her feel uncomfortable, that's the time that you step in, but not before. And you've got to rely on her judgment to make that call when you're needed versus when you're not needed. Now, my last tips for worrying less about these kind of things are as such. Number one, make sure that you can fight. You're never going to worry about some other guy, whether or not you have to do something or not, if you can always handle yourself. And learning to fight is not something you just intuitively know. This is something that you train at multiple times a day, every single week. And the other thing is, get good with girls. Be your girl's best option. If you're good with girls, you're never gonna have to worry about some other guy coming along and being smoother than you. Drop your thoughts in the comments and follow me for more dating advice.